Hi everyone, I'm Alex, and this is a puzzle called Spades, constructed by Justin Weinbaum for the April 2017 Puzzled Pint. So here's what we've got: a title, a paragraph of text, a drawing, and 4 blanks at the bottom of the page. There's a link to the puzzle in the description below. The answer you're looking for is a word or short phrase. You can use the internet or any other resources you want. I always recommend solving with friends because I think it's more fun that way. Now try it out for yourself and stick around after the break and you can see how I solved it. All right, let's go. There are 4 characters listed, and there are 4 blanks at the bottom here, which is probably where the answer is going to go. So it seems like the text is giving us an ordering that has to do with the picture somehow. And it lists a cipher key and then these suspicious characters. So first we have a criminal, bartender, lights out Louie, and sailing buddy. What I think this might be is 4 different ciphers, because lights out Louie suggests Braille to me, a code that you use with the lights out. And sailing, for sailing, semaphore, pennant race, semaphore is a flag code, and also this pocket watch here looks like semaphore. It looks like a semaphore letter. With a puzzle like this, Puzzled Pint usually gives you a code sheet with several different codes, but they're also fairly easy to look up online if you know what you're looking for. So I'm pretty sure that's semaphore, and then that's the last one. So let's see what letter this is on the pocket watch. That's an E. So because that guy came fourth, I'm going to put that in the 4th position. So that gives us that pocket watch. I'll also write this here. Some other interesting things in this: we have a gamma, which is a Greek letter. We have these 3 dots, which could be Braille. There's the W on his tie. There's this very prominent V shape. There's his name Victor. In the NATO phonetic alphabet, that's a letter. It's V. Well, let's see, working from the beginning. The bartender came by to settle an outstanding tab. He still hasn't upgraded to a phone. So this, he still hasn't hadn't upgraded to a phone, has to be significant. It could be like a phone dial pad. There's also these books up here. The way that they align seems significant too, but I'm not really sure how. That could be another code of sorts. So again, we have a filthy criminal, a bartender, lights out Louie, and a sailing buddy. In terms of lights out Louie, I want his vest here to be a Braille character, because with Braille, you always have a 2x3 grid that looks something like this. And in this case, it looks like it would be these 3 filled in. So if we look that up in a Braille code book, that makes an L. And lights out Louie was the 3rd one. So I'm going to put an L here and assume it's this Braille character. Continuing in that vein, we still have the criminal and the bartender. Oh, so with the first one, ignoring the bartender for a second, the first was an absolutely filthy criminal who ran with the Goober Gang. I think this is referring to the Pigpen cipher, which uses various shapes. So in this case, I think this V up here, this shape, is probably the Pigpen cipher we're looking for, and that's the first guy. And the clue for Pigpen is that he's filthy. So it really helps here to know the name of the cipher. So in Pigpen, that letter is an S. We still have to find the bartender. The answer here is almost definitely going to be either sail or soul, because those are the only words that I can think of that go S blank L-E. But let's see if we can figure it out. So the bartender came by to settle an outstanding tab. He still hasn't upgraded it to a phone. If he hasn't upgraded to a phone, it could be that it's Morse code. He's using a telegram. I'm not sure I love that. Oh, tap. Samuel's tap. Samuel Morse's tap. So this is cluing Morse code. And we're looking for Morse somewhere on here. I like this. This could be dash dash dash. His belt. Dash dash dash, if you know SOS, is O. So that gives us the answer, soul. Wow, that's a really fun puzzle. So just to recap, the steps here were, first we had to read through the description and find the 4 different characters, and for each of them it's been included in various ways, like coding mission and cipher key, that they correspond to a common cipher. So the first one was The Filthy Criminal, that clues Pigpen cipher. Then there was Samuel's Tap, the bartender at Samuel's Tap. Samuel Morse is the inventor of Morse code, so that clued Morse. Then there was Lights Out Louie, that clues Braille, because Braille you can use in the dark. And a sailing buddy who was asking about the pennant race. Semaphore is a flag alphabet that's used for sailors to signal to each other on ships. We had to then find in this image the codes, those 4 codes. And for this step, I think what helped the most is just familiarity with the codes themselves. First we had Pigpen cipher. Next we had Morse code. That was the dash 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 of his belt, which is really hidden in plain sight. I didn't really pay attention to that until I knew I was looking at Morse code. Then there was Braille, that you'll find on his vest, hidden really nicely because those could be buttons and buttonholes. And then finally Semaphore in his pocket watch here. Semaphore was probably the one that jumped out to me the most because clock faces often are used for semaphore. Then there's a bunch of red herrings, which the text nicely tells us. I kind of wanted to do something with the heights of these books and the names on them. Oh, that could be binary. Oh, okay. The red herrings that he threw in here are to make sure that you pay attention to the text and figure out a one-to-one correspondence between the image and the people listed. So that, if there was a Greek dude, it could have been this gamma. If there was somebody, a soldier, it could have been Victor, because the NATO alphabet is used in the military a lot, and that would have been a V. And then this one is binary, it looks like up here. This would have been 10010, and that could have been like if there had been a coder or something. There might be other codes here. Let me know if you find other codes that I missed. But that's a really neat puzzle. I love how much information is hiding in plain sight and so seamlessly integrated into the drawing itself. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more puzzles. You'll also find links to the other puzzles in this suite here once I post them. There's 4 playing card puzzles and then a meta puzzle that combines the answers from them. And now, a word from our sponsor, Goober.